Your ability to understand where you are in space is the keys to surviving aging. Cue the intro. Hey, this is Julien here, taking the fear out of fitness and helping you be the best you. Before we begin, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share these videos on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And then speaking of YouTube, due to the nature of the COVID-19 situation between me and YouTube, I would prefer that you go on my Instagram and my Facebook page to view any of those situations where I discuss any COVID-related incidences, as since YouTube does not understand the distinction between information that I get from the CDC versus information that I'm getting from hearsay, which I never do. This is information that I have gotten from not only the news, but also went directly to the CDC website and got from there myself. However, we're not even going to talk about that today, but like I asked you, please go ahead and use my Instagram and my Facebook pages if you want to look for COVID-related information. So, today we're going to talk about something called proprioception or kinesthesia. This is a situation where your body is understanding where you are in space and knowing how to balance and or use force when necessary. So give you an example of extreme cases of proprioception would be Michael Jordan and Barry Sanders. When Michael Jordan jumps in the air and collides with other individuals, but then changes his body position and flips the ball in the air to make a basket, or when you watch footage of Barry Sanders juking people while surrounded by other people to get away from those people and still proceed to accelerate and get out of danger, those are extreme cases of proprioception. That is highly trained proprioception, whereas the proprioception that I'm talking about is simply understanding where you are in space, so that way you don't necessarily, it's not to necessarily avoid falling, but knowing when to fall and knowing when not to fall and knowing how to protect yourself from falling. So for instance, they call it being light-footed in certain instances, but if you are stepping, let's say you stepped on a Lego and you didn't quite put your full weight on it, and instead of you doing so, you actually resist the pressure onto the Lego and bend your hips to avoid putting more force onto your foot, therefore causing you more injury. That is still proprioception. Proprioception is very important as you age, because as you age, you might turn around and find yourself in a position where you might in fact end up falling, or you might end up finding yourself in a position where you lose your balance. You might find yourself in a position where you might have to engage your body in ways to protect yourself from injury. And without proprioception, you are more than likely to experience a catastrophic injury at that time. And why is that important for me to talk to you about? Because I am a personal trainer. Other people that are personal trainers as well are understanding of kinesthesia, if not proprioception. And we understand that these things are highly important to your aging process. About 11 years ago, I trained a woman who was in her 50s. And in the process of me training her, I trained her in balance, I trained her in maintaining her core, I trained her in all of the things that are necessary to improve your proprioception. She then went on a excursion where she had to help out for a charity to do some waitressing in a way. And she has had injuries with her ankles in the past. And what happened is that she actually she spilled the drinks, but she almost fell. And through my training with her, she actually caught herself and did not do any damage to herself outside of the fact that she spilled the drinks. But she told me that in the past, had she had been not trained the way that I had trained her, she would have definitely for sure twisted her ankle and probably suffered extreme structure damage to her ankle had she not went through this training with me at that time. Now, while this is not a tooting of my own horn, because I'm not the only person that can actually do this, it is a simple fact that personal trainers are important for you to in fact go and see in order to achieve these new levels of proprioception or maintain the levels of proprioception that you have. Some people are born with proprioception in the sense that, you know, it doesn't require them much training in order for them to perceive where they are in space, improve their balance, and improve their equilibrium in many different ways. However, a lot of people need to be trained in order to achieve a higher level of proprioception. So it is very important it is very important upon you to make a decision to find a personal trainer, to find a specialist that knows exactly what to do in order for you to train and improve your balance, your proprioception, and your ability to perform in space. Does that mean you're going to be the next Barry Sanders or the next Michael Jordan? Who knows? Time will tell. However, it is important because you do not want to be the next help I've fallen and I can't get up. For more tips, follow me on YouTube, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook. Have a nice day. Be the best you.